Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is a 5-minute power test, power overlay. Very simple and effective video that could just get out without much editing. Lots of stuff, like I've been dealing with a lot of stuff over the last couple of days, just trying to get like the bike ready for the weekend's racing and just last minute equipment changes and making sure everything works properly. So I did this, I think I did this on Tuesday the 5th of October. I'm going to link it down below to my Strava ride. You can see the whole effort in detail there. So it was a hit out on just a regular Tuesday morning. I think I averaged 455 watts, which is an all-time personal best by 9 watts. And obviously goes to show that training is working. Obviously goes to show that recovery is working. Because it's not all about training, it's about recovering and making sure you're fresh and firing on all cylinders. I was looking back at like some of my best all-time 5-minute numbers after this. And it really opens your eyes when you look at it over like basically like a 7-year time scale is what I looked at it as. And granted, like the majority of the data taken 7, 6, 5, 4 years ago, those 5-minute peak numbers were quite low because it was very rare that I was doing something like this. It was very rare that I was testing my 5 minutes. I was often a donkey working on the front of the bunch for my teammates. So never really like got the chance to do a 5-minute effort in a race. And so it didn't really develop. And it wasn't until like a couple of years ago where I started doing them more regularly and I started doing hill climbs. And when you start doing that, it obviously starts to test you. And also Zwift racing. Zwift racing's also brought out a more frequent 5-minute effort out to me. So I've had like lots of like good efforts plotted throughout the years, but none, like only maybe 2 or 3 a year that have been like within this kind of 440 to 450 watt range. And then finally we've almost cracked 460. But as you can tell, it is literally marginals. So I set off hard. This is the Ed Mode hill climb course that I created last year. I think it was last year. It's 1 kilometer almost exactly at 14% average, which is pretty eye-watering, to be honest. I only just averaged 10 mile an hour up it. But I positive split the effort. So I went out hard, given that most of the training I've been doing recently has definitely been on that side of pain, of that effort level. But I definitely faded towards the end. I faded up towards the end because of a few reasons. Obviously, one being the effort, but 2, because the climb started to flatten out, as you'll see later on, and it starts to get exposed. And I actually had a 22 mile an hour tailwind on this climb, so it was actually hard to keep that pressure going, just like I explained in a video recently. There's a shallow section on the climb just for a couple of seconds where your power drops, but it wasn't really enough to throw me out of my rhythm. I was both in and out of the saddle on this climb. I know some people, when they do like a 5-minute maximum power effort, or any effort really, they wonder whether it's better to stay seated or stand there. It really only matters like what can you get the most out. Like, does it take a full on out to the saddle effort for 5 minutes and your arms are like mum spaghetti at the end, or is it like you stay seated? And for me, it was a mixture of both. Mainly staying seated for like sections with terrain, or the road surface is a little bit rough, but basically just trying to get everything out. But I'm well chuffed with this effort. I wanted to put it out there not as an ego thing or a gloat thing. It's purely part of the process of showing like, okay, this is the direction we're headed now, and there's another, like, this has happened. So, not to keep you in the dark, but I feel like I'm making big strides now in this department. So well chuffed with it. Hill climb now on Saturday, which is going to be 6 minutes ish in duration. So this gives me a really good ballpark number for that. Over at Maciek Hill climb in the Peak District. So very excited. And if you've got any questions regarding this effort, or if you just want to say, well done, Ed, great effort, then I appreciate that as well, because, you know, even Chris Froome or even Wout van Aert needs to be told well done sometimes. we all need a bit of a cuddle and a pat on the back and a well done. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you the other side of the weekend.